Hello everyone, welcome to EDPS591 Introduction to Statistical Reasoning in Educational Research. My name is Dr. Brent Drake. I am, I have a dual appointment at the university. I am the Assistant Vice Provost and Director of Enrollment Management, Analysis, and Reporting. And I'm also an adjunct faculty member in educational studies. In those two roles for the university, in my role as as Assistant Vice Provost, I am responsible for the university's metrics and statistics on current student reporting. As an adjunct faculty member within educational studies, I teach courses in motivation theory, statistics, research methods, and measurement theory. I am actually a product of the educational studies program here at Purdue. I earned my PhD in educational psychology with a joint emphasis in motivational theory and measurement theory. This is a 7-week course for the summer. It is, I will admit, a fairly intense course in what we're going to cover within those 7 weeks, but I think we have it well structured for you, and I think you will get a lot out of this course, so I'm looking forward to it a great deal. I'm just going to talk a little bit about some of the things you'll see online for the course and how you want to get started with it. So when you first log into the course, you'll see on the left-hand navigation that there is both a course information and a course content link. I would suggest starting to look at the course information, which is where you'll see our syllabus for the course, which will lay out the book, your readings, the assignments, when your assignments will be due, what material we will be covering in a week. The calendar is also out there as well, which will allow you to see all of the due dates for the modules we'll be working in for each of your assignments, when quizzes will be due, when homeworks will be due, when group discussions will be due, and your project completion dates. The next thing that would be important to look at is the course content link. And there are a number of things under course content. The first thing you'll see is there's a folder labeled Begin Here, and it'll give you some general overview information about the course, and it'd be a nice place to start so you can just see some of the overall content within the course. And then the next tab there that you'll probably spend a great deal of your time in is the Learning Modules tab. When you click into that, you will see that all 7 of the weeks are laid out under the learning modules. You'll also notice that at this time, the only one that you will be able to get into the content for is week 1. The learning modules are opened up as we begin each week of content. So they'll open up on the Sunday prior to the week beginning. For instance, for week 2, the learning module will open up on Sunday, June 17th. That way we'll all stay on the same pace and in the same area with the learning module content. When you go into each of the learning modules, you'll see that the topics are laid out for you and you can click into the topic. And then once you get into the topic, it will lay out for you what your reading is, what assignments will be, what the due dates for any assignments for that week are. It'll then provide all of the lecture material for you with links for that, any extra resources we want for that week's learning modules. And then at the bottom of the page, it will lay out each of your assignments. The quiz for the week, any homework that might be due, anything you'll need to do in terms of online discussion. And then as we get into the project that is due in the class, and obviously at the end of the 7 weeks, the final exam. They'll all be laid out in each of the learning modules for you. You'll be able to step directly through them. It's all laid out very nicely. It has a nice model for you to follow through. Okay. The next thing under the course content that'll be important for you and I apologize, I'm looking at it on the screen as I'm talking through it for you, is you'll see that there's a tab for the groups, which is where you will see the online discussion group that you will be involved in. We will be dividing you each into a group. You'll be able to click into that tab and see who your group is, and it will also allow you to do your online discussion there. There will be 3 graded online discussions over the course of the 7 weeks. There are due dates associated with each of those discussions, along with information on what you need to do to earn your grade in those discussions. That can all be found within the syllabus, which is under the course information, as I talked about. The next thing under course content is the homework answer keys, which will be posted after the due date for your homeworks. The keys will become available so you can see both how you did on your homework and what the correct responses were if you had anything incorrect or any questions in regard to it. In regard to due dates, I should have mentioned this with the learning modules. I mentioned that all the due dates are posted in the learning modules. The due dates will be strictly enforced. So once the due date and time has passed on any assignment, you will not be able to submit materials for that assignment. There will be no exceptions to that. You must get everything in by their due date time. The last 2 things under course content. There is a Q&A session where if you have questions for the course, ideally I would like you to post at that Q&A posting board first in the course content. I believe that if you have a question, it is highly likely that another individual in this course will have the same question. And by us having the conversation all within the Q&A, then everybody can see the response and everybody can benefit both from that question and from what the response is. So I'd strongly encourage you to post your questions there first. I will monitor that on pretty close to a daily basis, and I will make sure that there's a response up there within 24 to 48 hours from any question that's put into the QA. If you absolutely must get a hold of me because you have some emergency related to the course or anything of that nature, both my phone number and my email address are on the syllabus. You can feel free to contact me at either of those. If you need to see me in person, you can arrange to come and visit me in my office by contacting me through those first. Because I'm a full-time employee of the university as well as the adjunct faculty, I'm here on campus every day from 8 to 5, but I'm often in meetings and other work projects, so I need to just be able to plan out time to meet with you. So make sure you contact me to schedule a meeting time if you need to come in. The last thing up there is that there are extra SPSS tutorials in the course content. Those are there just for your benefit. You will be using SPSS over the period of time in this course, and you have access to that through the online labs at Purdue if you don't already have it installed on whatever machine you're using for this course. Towards that end, you'll be doing a fair amount of work in there, and so we have the extra tutorials that just help you through it. Like I said, I'm looking forward to this course a lot this summer. I hope you are as well. I hope you will pick up a lot. If you have any questions, please post them in the Q&A section in the course content, and we'll respond to them from there. Thank you very much.